Good morning from Berlin City, y'all. I told ya to stay. Oh, it says bad connection, baby. Can you give connection? I don't want the interview to be interrupted.
Told you I don't have internet.
Oh, okay. So there's Flo. Great. Hi, Flo. Let me add you. Invite.
Hello.
Hi, baby. Good
How are
morning from
you?
Berlin.
Hi. How's Berlin right now?
Wait, you're not seeing me so much, right?
Oh, I see you.
Okay, here I am. It's 7:20 a.m.
7:20 a.m.
I come from night shift. I worked all night.
Oh, well, good boys do that.
Yeah, Capricorns are hustlers, right?
You are so handsome.
Thank you, my love. You are too, and you didn't age at all.
Thank you. How are you? How's everything with you guys over there? You doing well or?
We're very fine. It's all good here. John is in the kitchen doing breakfast. My husband, and we're both coming from night shift. And no, it's all great here. The weather is still terrible, of course, but that only changes here like in May, maybe. Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Just had an interesting night with a Turkish coffee cup reader, and I did a reading on her. And it was interesting. Like, I can't ever just go to a hair salon and just get a haircut because it's always a reading or some kind of healing happening with people, which I love. So I'm happy about that because I get to experience different personalities and porcelain. So it's interesting. It's my life is becoming very interesting right now since I've transitioned from bad girl to good girl.
Exactly. You are actually the face of that transition, and that it's possible to turn everything around. You did like the biggest 180 in front of our eyes, like from all of the girls, and it's more than 200 girls, I think. So this is definitely inspiring, and that was one inspiration for that page, to bring something positive into that fandom. That fandom is very toxic, and we think it's very wrong that girls that had bad actions on the show are like have to go hiding until today and are name slandered and bullied online until today. I talked to Jasmine already from BGC 11. I don't know if you know, but BGC 11 was like the worst season because there was a lot of jumping and bullying, and to give her the chance to redeem herself, and she did great in my eyes. Yeah, that's basically the idea of the show.
So the way I feel about this, and I've talked about this before, one of the main things that people don't understand, like when people ask me all the time, why didn't you do the new seasons? Why they've asked me to do every single season or episode that they've had since Bad Girls Club. Anytime something comes out, I'm the first one they ask, and I'm the first one to say no. Now, why is that? Do I think I'm too good for anybody? No. Here's the thing. Okay, so you have two choices in life, right? You've changed your whole life. You went from a person who got destroyed from something, and then to go back towards that thing would mean that it's a destructive pattern all over again. So it's like my spirit said to me, Flo, you have worked so freaking hard to get here where you are. Like, you have worked extremely hard. You busted your ass. I had to go through some really, really difficult pain in front of everybody. And it's one of the things people don't understand. I went through a lot of pain, and people think it's a joke. It's not a joke. I almost died 4 or 5 times because of the pain that I was going through. And I will tell you something that people need to understand is, like, we have a choice in life, right? We could either go towards fame and we're so cool and all that, or we could make a decision to change our lives and then be a prime example to other people how your soul can't be bought. And you have to stay true to yourself, and understanding that these people that are low vibrational like that, so I got to say this though, to any of the bad girls that are experiencing the bullying and all that, I got to tell you one thing. The reason why I don't experience that is because I stay out of the drama. And when I say I stay out of the drama, I'm not just out of it as in I don't write back. I don't even read or check on any of them or what they're doing at all. Unless they call me personally and say, like, I need your help, which many of the bad girls have done. And I'm saying that with love in my heart. And they reached out to me like, I need somebody to talk to and I need to say something. And can you help me out? Unless they reach out to me, I'm not checking their pages. I'm not checking to see who they're fucking, who they're marrying, whose baby they're having. It's not that I don't care, because listen, I'm going to make this clear because a lot of people don't understand how real it is for me and they don't get it when I fucking say this shit. I have been constantly a big support for each one of the bad girls. I've wanted every one of them to make it to whatever make it is to them, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they find success in. I wanted all of us at one point, and Judy could testify to this. I went to LA and I walked in the room and all the producers were there and I was like, you motherfuckers are using us. I like flipped the table over. Like, I was like, you're not paying us, you're using us, you're abusing us. And Judy will tell you.
Those are the real villains, not the girls on the show.
What I'm trying to say. And I went there and I flipped out, and I remember Judy came out and she was like, yo, thank you for saying that. You know, I'll never forget you saying that. And I remember her telling people that, because I just think that we're being used and abused. And look, even if you're the so-called producer or director of this show, I gotta say something. You're still being used by the monster that is the entertainment industry. Mm-hmm. The devil himself. Okay. Mm-hmm. If there is such a thing as an actual devil. Okay. So people need to understand the entertainment industry is not something to play with, because I deal with spirit. Mm-hmm. And if you think you're strong enough to go up into that world and make it out without completely being destroyed and stabbed in your back numerous times, you will get tried and tested a lot. And if you're not strong, you literally will die. That's why you see so many celebrities killing themselves and shit like that.
Yeah, and we lost already 4 bad girls when we only talk about
right. And let me tell you something. That's like the curse of the Bad Girls Club, right? And one night, I gotta tell you, you know, I'm a medium, right? So one night I was in my room and I remember all 4 of the bad girls came to me, like, to tell me, and they said to me so loud and strong, Flo, you gotta fucking say something about this show and how it's destroying young lives. Karma, bad karma that you're putting out into the universe. What you don't understand is to every action there is a reaction. So you might think I'm on a show, just ha ha he he. But there's 14, 13, 12-year-old girls watching you going, I want to be like that.
And then they go to school and bully someone.
Exactly. Yes. Because they saw it on Bad Girls Club and they think it's funny. And they think it's funny and it's not fucking funny. This is why, it's a battle that I've had with myself. Like, when I was like, look, Chris, I'm going to tell you guys, everybody here, when I got invited to the show several times, in my mind, of course, who doesn't want to say, go get that bag, bitch, right? Go get that money. Mm-hmm. But then I had to stop myself. And look, I denied $120,000. That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So just how you know how real I am, I denied $120,000 for a show. And I said, I'm not doing it.
Was it for redemption?
No, I'm not going to say because they told me I can't talk about it, but I can tell you that was the money I was being offered. And this is a real talk. My mother will testify to that, because she was sitting right there and she looked at me and she was like, I'm proud of you. Because, you know, the devil in me would be like, it's money, I'm going to do it. Yeah. You know, and then and then that money gets spent in 2 days anyway, because, you know, it's like drug money. You know, you get it and you spend it. You get it and you spend it. Exactly. So that wasn't the first amount of money I denied. And it's not about the money, but it is, because people are slow like that. Money. Like, am I choosing money or am I going to choose saving a life? And I feel like from making that decision, it was hard for me, because I had to go the hard route. You know, I had to work hard to get here. Right. But at the end of the day, I might not be rich or whatever today, but I get blessed all of the time, because I choose to do the right thing in my heart. And I don't want to see any of these girls getting bullied to the point where they feel like their lives are nothing, where you see Bad Girls Club, so many girls are on drugs and out here getting arrested and killing guys in hotels and like, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
this is crazy. It's really crazy. That's true. And it gets worse after the show, where you think like, haha, you were in your early 20s, and afterwards, you know, it should be. But it gets worse afterwards. And I think that's what you say. That's that Hollywood lifestyle, making appearances, traveling all over the country, all the world, and so on.
I gotta tell you, people think, and you know, I'm not here to downplay nobody, but people think that when you go on these shows, Bad Girls Club or these baddies that you see now, these girls are getting paid a lot of money to on the show. Well, she got a house. It's not because she got paid a lot.
No.
Listen, it's not because we get paid a lot of money to go on the show. You know how they make their money? Hosting clubs. Now, I'm 39 years old with a 10-year-old daughter. Where in your mind does it say that it's okay for me to say fuck you to my daughter, leave her ass at home and be on the road, because you make a lot of money on that road, but you don't see your family? You're with a bunch of strangers all the time. You're stuck in hotel rooms. You go to different cities, and what do you see? The airport and the hotel. You see nothing else. There, you can't just go out. Like, you have to go to the club, straight from the club to the hotel. Look, man, I did that. I was single. I didn't have, you know, at that time, I didn't have a kid. I lived my life. I had my fun. But today, even, I'm just going to say, even for anybody who doesn't have a kid and all that, they should not, this is not, oh man, it's difficult because, like I said, people want to make money, but it's tough because it's a sad world that we live in, to the fact where people will literally sell every last bone in their body to be cool, to be looked at like, look at my purse, look at my car, look at my shoes. You know, your Gucci shirt is not going to hide all that mess, all that sadness that's within you.
Yeah. Are the background noises irritating?
He's making breakfast. I'm assuming he's making breakfast right now.
He's making breakfast, but is it irritating to you or the viewers?
It doesn't irritate me. So okay, I have a 10-year-old daughter who is crazy. So.
No, it's fine, baby. So, guys, if it's irritating to you, let us know, because we're fine with it, okay?
Oh, my cousin's here.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
So what I was saying is that I've chosen not to do all of these things for a reason. Mind you, I'm going to say I do not regret a day of me being like on TV and doing Bad Girls Club. I really don't. I'm actually proud of myself because I tried to be as moralistic as possible in a place where a lot of people did not have morals, right? But like I said, that show nearly destroyed me and took my whole life. I really did almost die, and people they think it's a joke when I say. That's why I work so hard to stay on this positive note right now, and I'm not perfect. No. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. But I work extremely hard to be where I'm at today. And I always say, if it takes me 10 years to get to the place where, here's the thing, I don't have a goal, I don't have a succession, and I want you guys all to know that. Because when you live by that rule, I need to have a goal. I need to make this much money. I need to have this much. When you live like that, you always have something to live up to. So if you just are accepting of who you are right now and what the life and God has given to you in this moment, you will never feel like you're not successful. The reason why we don't feel like we're successful is because we're constantly trying to keep up with our own stupidity. Like, I need to be like this, I need to have this car, oh, I can't have a boyfriend yet because my weight, I need to lose weight, I can't get that job yet because I didn't go to school yet, there's no way I could do that because I'm not as smart as her, or I'm not as pretty as her, or I'm not as cool as him, I can't get that boyfriend because I'm not skinny enough. And we constantly tell ourselves, I'm not good enough, because you know what, I know someone's going to watch this out there and this will help someone. So no matter what, this message is for a reason. Everybody is going to always judge themselves worse than the other person judges us. Did you know that people view you 20% more attractive than you view yourself? Like, I look at you, and to me, in my eyes, you're 20% better looking than you see yourself. You look in the mirror and you see yourself 20% less better looking, when really, the judgment comes from us. And you know, we're talking about Bad Girls Club and all that stuff, but the reason why you see me steer away from that conversation is because I want to show people, if you really transform, you don't focus on the past.
Exactly.
I don't talk about Bad Girls Club because there's nothing to talk. What am I gonna talk about? What, we argue on a TV show? Are you ladies okay? Are you okay? No, you need to do some serious healing.
Like, who remembers the altercation? Like, I don't remember altercations I had 10 years ago. So who would remember that and talk about it?
Look, man, I'm going to tell you a secret. I've never watched my season, and I've never watched... No, I'm serious. I've never watched any of the seasons of Bad Girls Club. I think I saw a couple of clips of me fighting and stuff because I just wanted to see what it was like.
And the clips are everywhere.
I promise you, I've never watched it. I mean, only an egotistical person could watch a show and be like, no, that's me on TV. I can't watch myself on TV. I'm like, this is weird. I can't. It's weird. You're seeing yourself projected on the screen. You know how creepy that is when you're a person like me. I'm a Virgo. I'll be looking at everything like, oh my God, my eyes, my eyebrows, my nose, my stomach, my throat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even do all that, you know? But I've never watched any of them. So people will come to me all the time and be like, Flo, you know Jill, whatever her name is from season. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. And it's not because I'm like, I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. So some of these girls be like, Flo this, Flo that. And I'm like, who the fuck, who is that? I'm like, why are you talking about me? I don't even, you're not even in my radar, you know? And this is a thing. Listen, everybody who knows me personally can tell you this is a fact. Flo does not talk about the other bad girls.
I believe you. I totally believe you. Shannon
is, for example, the same
way. Shannon is the same way. She says, I never cared before the show, didn't after the show. I don't know who they are, and I don't mean that bad. It's just a fact.
But can I tell you why they also do that? Obviously, it's a publicity stunt at the end of the day, you know? So when they know when they argue and when they say my name, they know it's Flo, right? If she responds, that's it. Like, but no, I don't do that stuff because I have a positive outlook on life. And again, I have denied a lot of opportunities, money and TV for me to be famous because I want to stay in this positive. You are doing BGC positive tea. And I want to stay in that positive mentality. I don't care who judges me. I don't care if they look at me and go, oh, you broke, fat bitch, ugly ass motherfucker. You know what I do? I send them a lot of love and light because I know I was there once too. I was an unhealed individual just like you. I used to call people ugly and stupid and broke and all that. And then I healed myself. And then I realized we're all going through struggles and we're all on a journey here. And I'm not going to judge nobody no more. And I'm not judging myself either.
In my eyes, that actually makes you richer than people who have money, a lot of money, you know, but this is something people have to experience themselves to understand. I had a time where I had more money than right now too, but that was when I was doing bottle service in a strip club like every day of the week. And it was like, first it was like, oh, I missed the money, but I'm still making my money. But it was like, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not around like other temptations that could be harming for me. I'm not fist fighting anybody right now, you know, and that all comes with entertainment industry. So that money never made me happy. And I didn't respect that money. I spent it so fast, went with Uber everywhere. This is what people need to understand. All those bags and clothes and hair and this and that can be taken from you in one day. But what you have in you is, this is something you have and a lot of don't, and that don't make them bad people. I just hope they learn that one day. And that's why I always say the godmother of BGC, the mommy, the godmother may be Tanisha, but the mommy is Flo. And that's how I view you. And I know many fans view you like that, and the other two.
I was always called that.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you something about what you just said about the money and losing the money and all that. So my ego, I really had to do a lot of work with my ego when I lost a certain amount of money and materials that I was gaining by living a certain lifestyle, because the money was coming in really quick. Like, it was coming in so fast and so many things were coming for me. And then I realized something when it went away and I wasn't making it like I was. I still make money. I make a great living. You know, my daughter lives comfortably. I live comfortably. I'm not, again, I'm working on it, right? And that's okay. I'm happy with where I am. But all of that money that I made doing this and doing that, you need to understand that that money was going so fast and I was spending it on the dumbest shit ever. Like dumb, just like here, giving people, random people. It was weird, you know? Now, you know, I got, it's like security in a different way because I know that I work hard for it and it's made with morals. I don't know how to explain that to you. Like it comes from my heart. Like when the money I make now, I feel good about it. When I have it in my hand, I'm not like this is dirty
You
money.
respect it. You respect
Right.
that money.
Exactly. Exactly. So in all, I just want to say I have nothing but love for everybody in the world. And it took me a very long time to get to this point where I love everybody and I don't judge nobody. It took me a very long time to get there, a long time. So with that being said, I don't hate anybody. And here's the thing, no matter what anyone says about me, or no matter what anybody does, I'm not gonna retaliate because I love everybody and I want. Okay, this is gonna sound like the fakest shit I ever said in my life, but I so want everybody to be happy and love and get along and just have everything they want out of life. Like it's really, I really do want world peace. You know, I'm that Miss America who comes up, what would you like? World peace. Okay, dumb answer, but that's what I want. You know, I am from the Pleiadian star system, and that is a system of star beings who want peace. They just want love and they want us to be happy, and I want us to be happy. And that's all I can say about that. Like, really, just be happy. Like, you know, stop worrying about what other people think about you, man. You need to start focusing on being happy and stop judging yourself. You know, I have revelations every day, and one of the things I recognize is stop judging myself because I would just, you know, when you're trying to be a good girl, you go from bad girl to being a quote unquote good girl because there really is no good and bad. There's just transition, transcending the energy, right?
And balance, right?
Right. So when I learned I'm trying to be a good girl, I would judge myself like, oh my God, I went out tonight and oh my God, I kissed a boy and oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I was judging myself and then I just stopped. I was like, all right, Flo, like calm down. You know, you're still human. You can have fun. Just don't go out there and go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Just like, just stay out of jail. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you, you know?
Yes.
Oh man.
So what's your tool? For example, right now with the Ukraine, what's your tool to not let fear into your heart or like to see realistic, okay, this is a threat, this is something that could make me scared, but I can't change it so much. So how do you deal with stuff like that? First the pandemic, now Ukraine and so on.
So there's nothing new under the sun, right? The world will constantly revolve and it will constantly go through these battles and wars. I don't get involved anymore because we never know what side who's working on. Like we could all say Ukraine's the good guy, Russia's the good guy. Listen, same clowns, different circus is what I say. So what I gotta say to everybody here is, you know, if the world's gonna end, it's gonna end. What are you worried about it? Like what are we fearful for? I'd like to know a day or two so I could have a little fun before it happens. But other than that, it's this constant. There's hurricanes happening, there's tornadoes happening. Oh my God, there's a war. You guys forget that since the beginning of the time, there's hurricanes, wars, floods, there's tsunamis, tornadoes. There's nothing new under the sun. As above, so below. There's wars happening here. There's wars happening in our galaxy. If we're meant to all self-destruct, it's going to happen. But I will tell you, number one thing that I could tell you, thank you, I love you guys. Number one thing I could tell you is that we have a powerful placement of protection in the galaxy. And these are our star brothers and sisters, these beings. And no matter what the universe has thrown at us in high frequency, high energy to try to destroy us, we've always prevailed, right? And all I can tell you is to raise your frequency and vibration, because no matter what happens, if the whole world going to shit, you know that, real quick, you know the people believe in the what is that thing in the Bible where they say they're like only some souls are going to be taken off, the rapture. It's called the rapture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the rapture is, right? Ascended beings, just like the Mayans, how they disappeared. They're a group of ascended beings who all vibrationally raised their frequency, and they were able to leave before shit went down. So,
and it's not because they didn't drink and they didn't have sex before marriage, and right?
just because they were doing all that shit. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
It's a
That's
village.
religion, and religion is always wrong.
Religion is a system placement that's been put on here to both hinder and progress us. Okay, so the thing is, it's made to progress us. However, we have certain individuals who want to tweak it to their own beneficial, whatever agendas they have, and so they use things like the Bibles and the Qurans to say women aren't supposed to do this and men are this and gay guys are wrong. And let me just tell you something. There's no way. There's a whole race of alien beings that are gay guys, that are not. They don't have a gender. There's no gender. Like dolphins sleep with men, women, whales, fish, whatever they see in the ocean.
They all go to hell.
Listen, everybody needs to understand there's no heaven and hell. There is none of that. So you guys need to get that out of your head. That's just a program that you like place. It's like a key inside to tell you that. Because remember, your consciousness lives on. And so if you constantly believe you go to hell for being bad, your consciousness, right? Your brain consciousness lives on. So if you think you're going to go to hell for the bad things you do, essentially nobody punishes you. You end up punishing yourself in the afterlife. So if you believe that nothing you do is getting punished, there are only lessons and you are only learning and progressing on this journey, then when you pass on, your soul's consciousness will say, oh, well, I need to learn this. I fucked up a little bit there. Let me fix that. And not because somebody's pointing their finger going, you need to learn this lesson. You say it. You're the one who's like, damn, I really need to learn that. I fucked that one up. Okay, I'll go down this time. You be the mom, I'll be the dad, or you be the sister, I'll be the brother, and you learn each other's lessons. That's how we evolve. Humanity only evolves through lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Stop punishing yourself. You ain't going to hell, okay? I'm sorry. You know how they say God forgives murderers and rapists? Because when you forgive yourself, God forgives you. Listen, God helps those who help themselves. The kingdom of heaven is within you. All of these quotes and sayings are telling you what? That everything you need to work on is within you. Forgive yourself, you'll be okay. The kingdom of heaven is within you. God helps those who help themselves. So essentially, you are a part of God, and you are here to do what God's will, right? And you are God. God is you. You're God. God is you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Wait, is that a clap, or did he just muzzle tough it? Is that a clap, or did he just muzzle tough?
No, that was a clap. That was my cat throwing bottles.
He muzzled. Damn, that cat was like, yes, Flo.
Yes, she was cheering me on. She's a fan.
I love it.
So Flo, what we see right now, me and my friends doing that page, is like that ratchet reality TV is getting worse. Like Jocelyn's Cabaret and everything. Back then, us BGC fans, we at least had a little bit of, hey, you shouldn't jump or you shouldn't do this. Now those girls are getting called out for nothing anymore. And it's so hard to get through this new generation of fans and make them understand, hey guys, you don't want that. It's really not fun being jumped, and it's and so on. You don't want to experience that. So what can you say to the younger audience, like enjoying that?
I'm going to say the agendas that are placed here, and I always have to go on the deeper level. I'm not just going to answer your question. Listen, the agendas that are placed on this planet are of reptilian frequencies, and these are very low vibration frequencies, and this is one of their tactics. And one of their biggest tactics is to keep you docile and dumbed down with entertainment and information that's true and is irrelevant to your soul's progression. Because if they show you things on television that are helping your soul ascend and progress, then you're winning. And they have to keep you stupid and dumb. So by showing you fear, fights, drama, and they rarely have a positive show on. By showing you these things on television constantly, this is the agenda that is Earth. You are constantly being emitted with frequencies that are both positive and negative. It is up to you to tune into the positive. You have to understand, young generation, if you want to beat the system, you want to say fuck the man, you got to stop falling into the traps of like pussy, fighting, jumping. These are all their illusions, the illusions like, hey, look over here, pay attention to this. Meanwhile, over here, they're butt fucking your mother with no lube. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? They're busy here, like, hello, flag in front of you, okay? People love tricks. So if any person watches this and something just clicked in their mind, and I would have to say, what stopped me from wanting to be involved or perpetuate the actions that these people are giving every single day is that I am not going to let something control me anymore. Not the government, not a TV show, not the entertainment industry. I make my own choices, my own decisions, and that's how you break free from the matrix, by pushing yourself out of this false illusionary reality that we were playing. You have to break out of it, right?
Thank you, Flo. You come from an Albanian background. Are you born in America, or are you born in Albania?
So I was born here, but when I was very young, I was born here. I lived here for about a year or two, and went back to my country, and I lived there till about 9. And when my father passed, we came back to America, and pretty much since the age about 9 till the rest of my life, I lived here. I've visited my country, but I lived here, but I did grow up very Albanian, like, if I could say it that way. But I also like was the one who was like breaking out of the Albanian tradition since I was young. So yeah.
Yeah, and you were openly bisexual, right? So that must have been hard to everybody to accept, for everybody to accept it, right?
What people fail to realize is that I was the first Albanian girl to have a show in America, like her own. I was the first one. I'm the first girl to come out as a LGBTQ plus community member on national television, representing a country that's totally against that. Plus, I was Muslim, and that is just unheard of. So now, when I did that, people don't realize the amounts of attacks I was getting and articles being written about me in Albania, and people saying, now when I do Albanian interviews, you know what's the first thing they say to me? So, tia bisexual, the first thing they ask me is about being bisexual, because that's unheard of. People don't say, I'm bisexual. I would say that somebody once told me, I will credit you to so many Albanians coming because of you. And I was like, oh, they were like, no, Flo, don't you realize after you, everybody was like, yeah, I'm gay, fuck that, me too. And like I remember some kid's mom, this is important because, things like this would happen to me. This Albanian kid's mom DMs me, and she goes, I just want to say one thing. When my son came to me and said, Mom, you know that girl Flo, she came on the show and she says she's bisexual. Well, I got to tell you something, I'm gay. And like she said, at first I wanted to kill him and I wanted to kill you. But now I want to thank you because me and my son are so close. And I knew there was something wrong with me and him. We never spoke, nothing. And now we're best friends. We go shopping together. We hang out. And so as much as the negative came out of it, so much positive out of it. So I'm grateful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love that.
And was it hard for your family to accept, or was it like...
yeah,
I guess for your sister, maybe not that bad, but for your mom and dad and everything?
Yeah, my sister kind of like left it off and was like, oh, it's just a phase, right? I was like, no. Like,
I remember she's such a G.
There is very, very tough person,
Yeah. Does she have kids too?
She has one daughter, yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay, so congratulations to Jill, it was, right?
Yeah, Jill, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Jill, congratulations.
Like the Gemini, so so she made me not afraid of anybody, because when I would fight her, I had to be very tough because she could fight. Like, she fights like a man, like she's gonna punch you and knock you out. So when I had to fight her, I had to learn how to like fight because she was strong. You know what I'm saying? My whole life. So, you know, so it's. I was sorry. I was reading that comment about Porsha going ghost. I'll answer that after. So yeah. So it was hard for my family to accept, but guess what? At the end of the day, I walked in with confidence and was like, "So what? Get over it." Like everybody was like, "Oh, I guess we got to get over it." You know, like what are we gonna do? You know, I was like, "You're not gonna not talk to me. I am this family." Like, so when I came like that, they're like, "Well, we can't be mad at her because she's like keeping it real." So I want to see this question. She says, "I know Flo says she keep in touch with the other girls, but what's her opinion on Porsha going?" I don't know the situation with Porsha, but I could tell you that Porsha was one of my favorite people. Bad Girls Club. I really love that girl. You know, I've hung out with Amber after that. I spoke to Christina, had a few conversations. Judy. Spoken to a lot of girls after Bad Girls Club. But whatever she went ghost for, I'm pretty sure that it's has a lot to do with just wanting to get the fuck away from everybody.
And I feel like she never forced herself on us after the show, so it's not like
she was like me. She absolutely didn't give a fuck about nothing, honestly.
Yeah, and that makes her so likable. that it shows.
She's a Gemini as well, and look, Gemini women are mad real. Like I happen to be like, whenever I was friends with people who was with Gemini women, like best friends, because we both like bitch.
Right. Yeah, what you just said with confidence, my husband just said some days ago, or maybe a week ago, one of the biggest weapons you can have in life is confidence. Like, and that already helps so much, because when you go insecure into a situation, into a relationship, into a friendship, or just one situation in your day, so people see, there are people who see that and will take advantage of it or deny you because of that. So to be confident.
Confidence is funny like that, right? You'll see like a really big girl and she'll be heavy set, and then she'll walk in a room. I know I've done it. And here I am, like, I'm a little chubby right now, you know what I mean? And so sometimes I'll be like, oh God, I'm uncomfortable. I got fat. But then I'll see like a girl who's way bigger than me. And I say this with love, and she'll walk in and I'll be like, damn, she looks good. You know why? It's the way she's carrying herself, her confidence. She don't give two fucks what anybody in the room thinks about her weight. She loves herself. Her hair is fly. Her outfit is on fleek, and she's just chilling. And it's all about confidence. And look, let me tell you something. I struggle with confidence every day, not because I'm insecure, because I'm a Virgo, and Virgos are very self-critical. So are a lot of people with the air quality or the earth quality or even water signs, okay? We tend to look at ourselves like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. But, you know, confidence is key to everything, man. I want you guys to be self-confident. You know how powerful everybody here is? Do you have any idea? No, you don't. And I'm telling you, you are. This is the thing. Yeah. You need to know that.
Like in my case, for example, I am a confident person when I go out. I used to be on stage. I was a dancer when I was younger, and this was something I was never insecure about because I knew I can dance. I know I'm pretty, so I know, like, that's just a fact, and that doesn't make me like conceited in my eyes. But as soon as I'm like in a relationship or something, like when I work, I can be the most confident, like nobody would ever see any insecurity on me. As soon as I go into a relationship, now my marriage, my insecurities come. And this is something that has nothing to do with my appearance or with how much money I can make. It's really something in me, and I never knew how
it's not in you. And then because you know I'm a medium, so immediately I'm channeling something. And your spirit guides are saying that whoever this man was, and I am seeing one particular man who either talked down to you a lot or treated you like you were nothing, and you've never let that trauma go. This person, whoever it was very manipulative, narcissistic, and they made you feel like it was all your fault. And from that day, you haven't been able to let this go. You have to forgive this person for the way they treated you. I don't know who he is, but I'm seeing like someone pointing, almost like he's pointing at me right now. Okay, so that's, you know, that's where our relationship issues stem from. For instance, I was, you know, mistreated as a child with some sexual stuff. And I experienced a lot of issues with sexual comfort and relationships, as far as if someone touched me a certain place, I'd be like, don't touch me there. And it'd be because that trauma would come back in and would click. And so until I started to learn to heal that part of me, like when you heal the child, the adult will appear. I don't mean to be personal, but did something happen to you when you were little? Okay. That's what I'm feeling. This is why I'm being guided to talk about this. So that right there can take all your power away. And the way that I got my power back was by giving them all of their power back. Like I literally would sit and say, I'm over here crying over something someone did to me, and this person probably doesn't even remember anything they did. And if they do, they deny it to the core. Because that's what they do. See, people who are the victimizers, people who make people their victims, what they love to do is to be the scapegoat. You know, they like to, what's that word when you pretend like you didn't do it, but you play like you're the victim, really? Like, so for instance, let's just say tomorrow, right? You see this person, you happen to run into them. And you say to them, you don't remember what you did to me when I was younger? You did this to me. You know what he would say? I never did that to you. Are you okay? Like, what are you talking about? It was nothing. It was normal. I didn't do anything wrong to you. I will tell you the number one way to heal this. I promise you it will work. And for anybody watching here, is to you have to do this for at least 10 to 15 days. If not, it will not dissipate. So for 10 to 15 days, I meditated on what happened to me when I was younger, right? And I looked at the person, like I would meditate, and I would see my abuser face to face, and I would look at them and stare at them in the face, and they would constantly say to me, so what, bitch? I did it. This is what they were doing as I meditated. I even had a dream about it. The person smiled at me and laughed at me. They even had a baby in their hand. They killed the baby in my dream. So this is how spirit shows it to you, so you can deal with it quick and hard, right? And you have to look at this person in the face every day until you can forgive them. So at first it's going to be anger. It's like grieving. You're going to get angry. No, at first it's going to be shock. You're going to be like, I can't believe this person did this to me. Then it starts to be like turn into sadness. You start crying a lot, right? You're crying, you're shedding. Now the anger sets in until finally you realize all of that is not helping you. And now you step into forgiveness. And as hard as it is to forgive someone who did that to you, it is the only way your insecurities will fly away like a bird. They'll just go away. You see how peaceful I am when I say that? Because right now, healing that, nobody could ever make me feel bad about myself ever again, because I healed something that was torturing my soul. So try that for the next 10, 15 days. You got to listen, in order to release pain, everyone here, you have to stare at it in the face. You feel me?
Like face the dragon, fight the dragon, and not run from it or pretend like it's not there.
Right. Because then think about it. Your husband, who gets the brunt of it all? He does, right? He gets the I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to handle you, and I'm sorry. And he doesn't know what to do. And now he starts to feel like there's something that he's doing wrong.
Exactly.
And he's afraid to approach you. And there's nothing that he can say to you to comfort you. And there's nothing that you could say to him to make him understand how you feel. There's nothing. The only people in person that could ever help you heal this wound is you. So I suggest for the next, it's going to be tough. You're going to cry it out. It's not going to be easy. It's going to flush your system out. I promise you. But if you tell your guides, I want to look at this dead in the face, and I want to let this go and forgive this person. And I'm going to say one more thing, and I'll cap it here. Even if you think that you forgave that person, you have not, if there is still insecurities and hurt that's being held behind you. A lot of people say, well, I forgave my ex. What are you talking about, Flo? Okay, so why are you still having dreams about them, though? But why do they keep popping up in your dream state? Why do you keep having? Because they're energetically attached to you with an invisible cord that you have to cut.
Why still telling randoms that he cheated on you when you forgave him and stuff like that?
Right. And you gotta forgive people, because let me tell you something. You might want to be like, I hate that motherfucker. They cheated on me. They molested me. They hurt me. They raped me. They lied to me. They beat me. But you have to understand, in a past life, I'm pretty sure you were either the molester, the raper, the beater, the narcissist. We all play a role. Trust me when I tell you. I've played roles that I don't want to look at, but I had to. I've seen myself in dreams where I had to look at myself and go, bruh, I can't believe it. But I had to learn that lesson. This is why we come here. The universe needs people like us to learn the toughest lessons, so that we can help release all of this pain, and the universe can heal these wounds, and we can figure out how to fix it. We can't fix it if light workers like us don't come and experience the darkest shit. How are we supposed to make the darkness go away if we can't explain what's happening? You can't just go up there and be like, okay, well, there's people down there, and I don't know what it is. They're just like these men that like children. It's like creepy, weird, and what? What do you mean? They like, I don't understand. Okay, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you what it's like so they can watch and understand emotionally what's going on. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the only way we heal and transcend this energy. Light workers, star seeds, this is what we come to the earth for. Our energy is needed here. That's why I tell you, you got to be strong and know that these hard lessons you chose are for a purpose. You're going to help the earth transform itself, but you can't give up,
Yeah, thank you so much, Flo. And also what people should know is that every villain, every bully, every aggressor is like that because they were a victim sooner in their life often too, right? Or more, like, I think
even in this lifetime they were victims in this lifetime. And most of the people you see bullying other people, for instance, I see this girl in my daughter's school, she constantly plays the bully role, but then I look at her parents and the way they talk to her, and I'm like, I see why, because they're just like, oh, shut up, stupid, like, you know what I mean? So this kid comes to school and she's being victimized at home, and now she wants to find a victim because she has to feel powerful, because she feels weak constantly. When someone constantly feels like someone's beating on them, they have to find another vulnerable, weak person so they could feel powerful. And it's sad to say, that's why you have to give that person the most love. Where you say,
forgiveness.
Yeah, like, I know you don't want to bully me, I love you, like, is everything okay at home? And you'll shock somebody like that. They're like, no, everything, no, you know, they'll start crying. Like, you know, you might make a change in somebody's life, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it, pretty much. I would like to sit with you for a session and give you a nice reading and a healing session. I think
I would love to. I would love to. But you know, you're invited in Berlin. You have a home here.
Yes, yes, yes. I am going to come visit.
Ready,
oh no, I'm coming soon. I'm coming soon. All I want to do right now is take care of like 3 more things, and they're very little things. As soon as that's done, I'm out. I got my passport. I'm ready. I'm ready. Great. And I will come out there. And I love you. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate this. And
thank you so much for doing this.
No, don't thank me. And I want to say to everybody out there, if you're watching this, I don't care how many people watch this, 2, 3. I know, I love the accent too. It's so sexy. So everybody out there, if you're watching this, I don't care how many people watch this, just understand he's doing something that's trying to like bring something positive to something that's looked at as very negative. And this is a very powerful thing for him to do. So love and light. And I hope everybody follows him and follows his journey along too. And, you know, I'm very proud of you too. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dankeschön, mein Schatz.
Dankeschön. Bitte, right? Bitte.
Ich liebe dich. And
how do you say you're welcome? How do you say you're welcome?
Sehr gern. Sehr gern. Oder bitteschön.
Sehr gern. No, bitteschön. I said that. Bitteschön. I said it. You see, I know German. Okay. I love you. I love you. Good night, guys.
Bye, sweetie. I love you too.
All. Yes, save this live. Don't delete this live.
I will.
Okay. I love you. I'll see you later.
Kisses, my love. Bye. Bye,
baby.